Hi, David. I hope you're well. Since you've returned from the IL, we've seen you come out of the bullpen as well as get the start yesterday, each efficient outings. How has your return been and how are you feeling?
Return's been good. Feeling really good as well. I got off the mound 4 times while I was on the IL. So, being able to keep my arm moving, I think that all allowed me to be able to stay sharp and to have my arm to continue to feel good.
And Jimmy Nelson talked a little bit about you two being throwing partners and just working through the transition from starting to coming out of the bullpen. How would you describe what your preparation has been like for each outing and how different it is, if it is any different?
For myself, or
For yourself,
sorry, can
yes.
you say that again? Can you ask that question again?
How would you describe how different the preparation has been for you for each outing, and if it is different from how it was previously when you were starting?
Um, it's a little bit different coming out of the pen. You might come in different situations. Obviously, whenever you're starting a game, it's when you're going to be out there. You know what time the game starts. Score is going to be 0-0. Just there's a lot of different variables. I feel like whenever you're coming out of the pen, but I've enjoyed it. Just I think having that opportunity that you might be in the game on back-to-back days or 3 out of 4, whatever it is. I think that's been enjoyable to me. So I try and prepare the same. Just trying to identify the situation that I might be in the game, and then trying to lock it in mentally whenever I can, whenever those situations do come.
And it seems like you and Jimmy have a really good relationship as throwing partners, as friends. Can you just describe what it's been like working with him and playing with him?
Yeah, I guess we played catch the last couple of days in spring training, before we broke camp, and that was a life decision that I made. I have 2 kids and a wife at home, and just sometimes I have to let the balls go because they're moving all over the place. It can be pretty scary at times because his stuff all is so sharp and it moves so much, and I'm not used to that. So we have formed a pretty good bond. He pushes me in our running programs after stretch and after catch. He pushes me to be better. So I really enjoy Jimmy.
Thanks, David.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
Hey, David, when Dustin May went down for the season, how much thought did you have in your mind that, maybe I'll go back to starting?
It definitely crossed my mind. The team knows, whatever they want or whatever they ask, me to do, I am more than willing to do it. Just gonna stay ready, and if they want me to go out there and throw every 5th day, I'll do it. If they want me to stay in the same role that I've been, I'm okay with that. It's whatever these guys think they're gonna make the 2021 Dodgers better. I'm all for that.
How much discussion was there, if any?
Well, I guess there really was any discussion about it. Yeah, we didn't have any discussions. I wasn't with the team at the time. I was in Arizona rehabbing. So, just it might have been different if I wasn't hurt and was with the team. But since I was, rehabbing in Arizona, we didn't have any, face-to-face conversations about it. But I got 2 innings under my belt last night, in the start. So maybe that'll lead to more.
And we got to get your take on the hot topic in baseball. Are there too many no-hitters being thrown, or is it okay?
Well, I've never thrown one, nor have I ever been close to throwing one. I mean, the game has never been as good as it is right now. Like both hitters, pitchers, like this is the hardest it's ever been to play baseball. And I think as a pitcher, I appreciate that, what guys are, being able to go out and do. But I guess maybe as a fan or, somebody that wants to see, a lot of hits or runs scored and stuff like that, I guess it can, they kind of might look at it the other way. But I mean, I think you just got to tip your cap. It's, a no hitter out of 162 games. So be it. Just everything kind of aligned right for those guys that night. And that's what you have to have happen whenever you go out there and throw a no hitter. You might not even have your best stuff, and you can still go out there and have a really good game because you had good things happen. So, a lot of stuff goes into no hitters and throwing really good baseball games.
Thanks, David.
Quick questions from Fabiana Ardaya. Go ahead.
Hey, David, I know you might have answered this question earlier on in the spring, but I mean, last year, like knowing that you had like last year off, I'm wondering if you saw it prepping for this year, where you are maybe more like feel like you're more rested than years past, like, to be able to go like those 100 innings or however many innings they need from you, or if that's sort of a level of concern, just considering the amount of injuries that we've seen league wide so far.
I mean, I definitely feel rested, having that time off for sure. My entire body felt really good, in spring training and all the way up to this point. I had the hamstring thing, and that was just an unfortunate, kind of just foot landed in the wrong spot, on the mound. But, I feel good, and I do think, having that amount of time off last year, I do think that that helped me. But as you said, it's 162 games this year, coming off of a 60-game season. So we've already seen, a lot of injuries with pitchers and position players. So I think everybody kind of has to stay ready and, knowing that there's probably going to be more injuries. I know a lot of guys and teams have talked about that, before the season started, that we kind of needed to be prepared for there to be a lot of injuries this year. But I feel good. I'm ready to go. I threw 2 last night, and I feel like I could pitch again tonight. So I'm bouncing back well, and just I don't know. I'm excited to be playing baseball again.
All right, thank you, David.
Next questions from Mark Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, David, when you take the mound yesterday to start, were you thinking like, damn, I missed this. I miss starting games. Was it?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a little bit different than, I guess, my normal routine. I didn't even play catch in the outfield. I only got loose in the bullpen. I mean, that's the first time I've done that, with the exception of, coming into games out of the bullpen. So that was a little bit different. But, I knew I really wanted to get an at-bat yesterday. That was that was definitely on my mind. When they told me that I was going to start, I was like, man, we need to put a couple across, in that first inning, send 6 or 7 guys to the plate so I can get an at-bat in the second inning. And then I was stranded on deck. But, I do miss being out there as a starter. I miss being in the dugout, I think, more than anything. On the days that you're not pitching, just being in the dugout is a lot of fun. It's just, like I said before, sitting out in the bullpen is a completely different view, and this and that. It's not as cool. It's not as good as a view as it is in the dugout, because I didn't even know that we had two jumbotrons in LA until the other day. Whenever I was in the dugout, I thought we just had one big one in center field. We have 2, one in left center and one in right center. So I miss a lot, sitting on the bullpen. But I really enjoy what I'm doing right now. I enjoy the guys that are out there, and I don't really even remember your question, but I don't know. I'm just having fun.
This might be difficult to answer because things are so fluid and things change so rapidly. But do you think you'll become a starter again, or do you think this is a move that will be pretty permanent?
I mean, I don't know, honestly. If that's what Doc and Andrew and all the guys want, I'm all for it. If they want me to continue to do what I've done and come out of the bullpen or be an opener here and there or whatever it is, I'm fine with that as well. They have a plan for everybody. A lot of discussion and a lot of thought goes into to each player's plan. So they want to do what's best for me and what's best for our team, and we've had a lot of talks about that, and I put a lot of trust in those guys, and they're going to put us in situations where we can be successful. So whatever they want me to do, I will do. Hopefully if I'm coming in out of the bullpen, it's multiple innings, and my spot is coming up in the lineup. I get to hit.
Last one's from Josh. Go ahead, John. Last one's from Ron. Go ahead, Ron.
Hey, David, you kind of touched on your relationship with Jimmy. I'm just kind of curious, like, how much does it help to have another guy who's kind of going through the same thing you are, another former starter who's just kind of adjusting to sort of a different role?
Yeah, it definitely helps for sure. To be able to go through it with somebody else that's kind of experiencing and going through the same stuff, that I am. Me and Jimmy are pretty different in a lot of ways, and I think that's kind of why we gel so well. But he how can I say this the right way? He's like my therapy animal, like my therapy pet. Like the therapy dogs that you see at the hospital. They make everybody feel good. And Jimmy just is he's a guy that makes me laugh. He just the stuff that he says. I mean, he needs to be mic'd up for Inside the Dodgers, and I told you that the day that I was mic'd up for Inside the Dodgers. He has just got so many one-liners, and he's a guy that every team needs a guy like Jimmy on their team just to lighten the mood. He's been a lot of fun to be around and a pleasure to hang out with, and I look forward to laughing at Jimmy whenever I go back in the clubhouse.
Thanks, Steven.